How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Let me start by saying the footage we saw this morning is spectacular. Absolutely loved it. I'm curious, before filming began, what was your favorite Queen song? And now, what is your favorite Queen song?
I would say it's a few of our favourite songs. But
We'll vary
Somebody to Love. I really loved that song when I first started the film. And then every song that we covered in the film now has special resonance for me because we kind of lived it for a while. But particularly, I think Love My Life will always have a special place in my heart because that's how we finished the film performing that song. So it was the last sequence we did. It kind of stands for the whole journey of the film and all the people involved in it, the cast, the crew, coming together for that last moment on Rap.
Every new song that we did became my new favorite Queen song. Like as we performed it, you learned something about that song, or you learned how to play it, or there was something about it, and you were like, oh, that's the one I love, and then that kind of went on, I feel like, throughout the entire process. It was very strange.
Yeah.
I love the song Save Me, but after filming, I think We Are the Champions, because we did Live Aid on my very first day of filming and then on the very last. So it kind of perfectly bookended the whole experience.
Radio Gaga was the first song that I learned the actual choreography for, so that has a special place in my heart. Somebody to Love may or may not be the first thing you hear in the film. And we wrapped, my last day of shooting was to Love of My Life. So I did 3, but those were, for obvious reasons, are very special to me now.
I completely understand. For each of you, often it's when you're playing a real person, from what I've heard from other actors, it's that first thing that you figure out that gets you into the character. And I'm curious for each of you, what was that first thing that sort of made it so you could, you felt comfortable in the role?
We were talking about this yesterday,
Yeah,
weren't we?
okay.
We had little trigger things to get us into it. For me, it was like, oh, that's very interesting. That was like the little thing that I'd have to like keep saying to myself to get me into it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, it's so nice hearing them again. I don't know. I don't think for this one I have one thing. It was just kind of, it is that thing where you put on the costume and with the hair and makeup, and I had a series of wigs, so it was kind of dependent on that as well. It just kind of sets you into it, and you move differently and you hold yourself differently, then that's the kind of moment.
Did you have a safe word?
Yeah, my in was the word okay.
Yeah.
Just that, and then the squint. John Deacon's always squinting, so I would kind of like look up into the light a lot and just sort of get that going, and then I'd feel like once that began, then I could, get the rest of it down.
We all had like interviews that we went back to on YouTube as well, and
Every morning,
again
yeah.
we'd just be there.
Every morning
on the way in, you kind of like look at that interview, and that would be your go-to to just check in and go, okay, that's good, that's good.
Freddie Mercury's posture is impeccable, so that was something I kept reminding myself of, and I will again now.
Well, I already have to stop. I'm just going to say again, the footage looked fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me some time.